Hello and welcome to a rather awkward session 27 of Primordial Harmony, a heavily modified run-through Princes of the Apocalypse's adventure module by Wizards of the Coast. I said that strangely, I apologize. I'm your DM, Mike, and tonight is a little different. We have two players that are going to be late. Nyx, who plays Illyria, and Cinna, who plays Delia. But right now, I'm joined by...
Frudaria, Oshiri, Frugashi, Tanini, Musala, Lugati, Fragini, Yudis, Toolshield, Shuzad, Sniggle, or Kangren, the Small, or its kitties as hell.
I'm Miles. I just played Tadias.
I'm Zeph and I play Shovel Knight, Best Dad, Slayer of Manticores, Liberator of prisoners trapped by cultists, Liberator of cultist heads,
Cooker of spicy food.
Excellent. To recap, when we last left the excavators, our heroes, battered and bruised, but provided a small pick-me-up, courtesy of Renwick, thrust themselves into the monastery's main temple, confronting Helen Ray, who was backed up by a Black Earth priest, two stone-plated guards, and a corrupted Earth elemental. After a fierce fight, they prevailed, which was filled with several unsuccessful attempts to disarm Zachariel of Sunni Spade, and a double fireball special from Delia. They explored the monastery further, and found treasure, not just money, but very flammable brandy. After a brief respite with Renwick in his chamber, the party descended back into the mine tunnels underneath the monastery to return to the portcullis they discovered earlier. But, as they made their way back, they encountered a lone orc, armored in full plate. The orc ran to find help, but even with his companions, including another couple of orcs and a massive ogre with a kobold rider, the party prevailed against their cruel taskmasters. As it turned out, those orcs and ogre had been holding the kidnapped townsfolk. Some were even travelers from Forstride. Among them was Orborough's old guard captain, Aspen, emaciated but alive. The party shepherded the newly freed prisoners to a safe room in the monastery. Then, armed with the keys found on Helen Ray, the party attempted to open the portcullis in the tunnels under the mine. But for some reason, when Tadias attempted to open the lock, the key turned to dust, and Hum's attempt to pick the strange lock nearly cost her a set of thieves' tools, an apparent dead end. They returned topside, and after foiling an attempted ambush, the group discovered a scriptorium. Among the shelves, a mysterious urn with some sort of magic cast upon it. As soon as Hum dispelled the magic, a seemingly sentient cloud of dust erupted from the urn, blinding about half of the party, and then emptying from the room. We return to our story with our heroes clearing their eyes after that encounter with dust.
With a very aggressive dust bunny, yes.
Very aggressive dust bunny.
Is everyone okay?
Oh. Did you all hear that?
No, but I feel it right in my face.
You didn't hear that?
No, I hear nothing. What?
Well, after the sand got in my eyes, there was a voice.
What did it say?
Belsimer, my broken Belsimer. Who's Belsimer?
I'm not familiar.
Roll a history check.
That is a button. Where's my button? There's.
Oh, and the O at the end was like a moan and pain, like oh, that kind of thing.
Wow.
That history check. So the name Belsimer, what comes to mind is the sarcophagus you saw under the mine.
Actually, I remember the tomb downstairs, the stone one. It might be related to that.
Mm.
Do you think it's heading that way?
Good, could be. We have a clear shot there.
We should check it out.
We don't want to leave it around while we're trying to escort the prisoners.
Okay. Do you try to follow?
Yeah, sure. I'll start
Let's go.
trying to track it. Do
Okay.
I see like a trail of like dust anywhere going places?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a I think either perception or survival, whichever you're better at.
I would love a perception. What do you got?
Okay, so you see, leaving the room that you're in, you see sort of a trail of, it's not a trail really, it's more like, you know when you come across a really dusty room that hasn't been touched in a while and there's that fine layer?
Mm-hmm.
You see that going along that way, and sort of caking the room in a finer layer of dust. It's like somebody hasn't dusted for about 2 days.
I walk by and I kind of like put my hand on the wall and I turn to Zachariel and I say, I think the maid took the day off.
Everyone else is dead, right? So.
Don't have to keep it nice with anyone.
You drag your hand along the wall, and it's sort of what it looks like when you move your fingers along something that's really dusty. It just kind of picks it up, and it's sort of a grainy dust, like not skin cell dust, but stone dust.
This is weird.
Well, we're giving it ample time to get away. We should follow.
Let's go.
All right. I begin to follow the trail of dust. Do I see any door that looks more dusty from these three?
Oh God.
Or these two, technically, because you said it filled the hall.
Oh yeah. Actually, it's pretty even, but you when you open this door, it just leads back into the same room.
Yeah.
Illyria follows you silently, and you see, you look back and you see Delia kind of looking longingly in the direction of Renwick's room. Not longingly.
Delia,
that's not
stay
giving
with
her.
us.
That's not too much. Yeah. She agrees. Follows. So you're gonna go through that door.
Get your head out of the phylactery-colored clouds, eh?
I don't want to roleplay for her.
I move over and I push open the door and see if I see a dusty hallway or dusty anything.
Okay, so you do open the door, and I'll give a quick description of this room, actually, because it's the first time you've walked into it. So, walking in here. Oh, man. This austere hall is finished in irregular blocks of dark basalt that form natural columns along the walls. The doors of the monastery's front entrance face south, while interior doors lead east and west. You've come through the east door. An interior courtyard lies just to the north of this room, the one you've been in with the gargoyles, visible through a pair of narrow windows. You see no sign of monks in this room.
Do we still see the grainy sand?
You do, and roll a perception or survival check, whichever you'd rather. And you should actually also enter the room, just so that We have a little consistency. If you're going in there.
Oh, I already did.
Talking to,
Oh, you mean the rest of the group?
yes. Although I'm in control of a third of the rest of the group. Or, not even a third half.
I can handle Illyria if you want.
Oh, cool. So, yeah, roll perception or survival. I think only Hum did. Hum, you can't really tell. It looks... You see dust, but you aren't sure where it's going. Ooh.
I don't see a trail. What do you see, Zachariel?
I kneel down towards the floor.
Yeah. Alright. Zachariel, what you see is... So, dust is all around the wall. However, I'm drawing this. This sort of shape, to the north of this line, is where most of the dust is. And you infer from that the dust cloud is proceeding through the west door.
So I just kind of point out and trace my arm along the direction of where the dust is.
You also,
for the rest of the party.
You also notice that the windows to the north of you have that fine layer of dust as well. Well, they were once clear, they're a little bit more opaque or translucent.
Should we be worried about the trap? As I follow Zachariel.
We should always be worried about a trap.
I kick this door open.
Kick the door open. Roll strength. Or athletics.
That's the same score, so...
You break the door. And inside is another hallway. Several doors line this hallway.
Alright, I guess I'll take a moment to kind of run my hand along
the entire
section of wall.
You don't even have to. Like, down, at least this section here, everything's just coated in that fine layer of dust.
I'd like to kind of walk up and peek through one of these doorways to satiate some sort of twitch I'm having.
Sure. You're gonna open the door?
Yeah,
it opens easily. And through it, you see a room. Let me get to the thing. This room is arranged. This room is arranged as a very uncomfortable-looking barracks. 10 thin pallets are rolled up along the walls. Beside neatly folded pieces of clothing, plain dun-colored robes and sandals. 2 of the clothing piles also include golden masks in the shape of scowling gargoyle faces. There are no other furnishings. A single window looks toward the canyon wall to the south. Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna snag some of the robes and masks real quick.
All right. They weigh the combo of which mask and robe combo, let's say, weighs about a pound each.
A pound each. And if I could quickly investigate to see if there's anything valuable amongst them, I'd do that as well.
All right. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Do that.
You find 5 coppers strewn about.
As I am wont to do.
Man, Hum's just a pack mule right now.
I carry the money.
We're gonna have to tabulate how much weight that is because you might be over your limit, but
I might have to start carrying it.
We'll save that for another time.
Oh well, you can just hand some of it off to me.
So Zachariel. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Zachariel, when you turn the corner, you see those doors, and you can infer that the 2 on the east wall return to that courtyard you're in before, and dust is pretty much all over the place here.
Okay.
There's no real discernible... It doesn't seem like there's a discernible direction at this point. What do you do?
I'll just point out to Darius and point at this door here.
All right, open up. I'm gonna try the knob and see if it opens.
All right. You try the knob, and as you reach for it, the door seems to already be slightly ajar. You just kind of push it open. 8 simple bunks line the walls of this room, each with a small trunk at the foot of the bed. A small table and several wooden chairs stand in the middle of the room near an iron stove. 5 of the bunks are bare, but 3 are comfortably made up with sheets, pillows, and blankets. However, one of them is sort of tossed around a bit. It's not very well made.
Can I see if there's any dust in this room at all that looks similar to that?
Yeah, you notice immediately. This room is not dusty at all.
Do you want to help me with these trunks?
On it. I run in and start kicking open the trunks.
All right.
Just Legend of Zelda style, just like put your foot into it and it opens up.
I'm gonna just listen into this room.
Okay. So you hear nothing. And give me a second. You hear nothing. Do you open the door?
Yeah.
All right. So, did I do this? No, I didn't. Okay. You open the door, and inside, a heavy wooden shutter covers the window of this room, making it quite dark inside. It is also very warm due to a large iron stove with a fire that seems to be just sputtering out. 10 uncomfortable-looking pallets lie on the floor amidst tidy piles of iron arms. Sorry, not arms. There's sconces on the wall.
Okay.
So, Ham and Tadias, how long do you plan on taking to search this room? Is it going to be a cursory look, or are you guys going to see what you can find?
We're seeing what we can find.
Okay, so you guys take several minutes tearing open, tearing apart this room, opening the trunks, looking under beds, and you find some good shit.
Ooh.
I like when we find good shit.
I don't know if I already put it in your thing though. So
I mentioned the platinum pieces when we were doing our search, but I don't know about.
Hold on, let me see, because I might have.
Oh, we did.
I will say that, or what you find for the sake of the audience. But what were you gonna say, Kitties?
I was gonna say we do have a whole bunch, so I think we might have already tossed this.
You did, and you look under one of the beds, and you do find a bunch of dosh. There you find a iron coffer underneath one of the bunks, and you find 120 gold, 90 electrum pieces, priestly vestments with golden cloth worth 40 gold, 2 gold bracelets worth, seems like they'd be worth in game terms 30 gold each, and a bunch of spell scrolls. I don't know if I put those there. No, I didn't. So for Delia, and that's it.
Wow.
Um,
So Tadias and I, well, at least Hum is leaving and chasing down to the next room to see.
Miles, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. What is your plan? Are you going to do the same?
I'm just gonna follow the crew, make sure we're checking everything and checking the corners. 'Cause there
Alright.
still might be some of these people around.
Got it. In this room,
Illyria is standing behind Zachariel. She's staying with him.
sure. And I will move. Yeah. So let me check something here. Yeah. So you guys toss this room and you don't really find anything. You find one copper piece. Okay, you're gonna go into this room. So 4 old wooden tables with bench seats stand in the middle of this room. Shelves full of plain clay crockery and wooden platters line the walls. To the west, 2 windows look out to the canyon beyond the monastery walls. 2 doors lead from this room to the north and 1 to the south. Actually, there's 2 doors. Yeah, 2 doors that lead to the north. And if you're still tracking the dust, this is where I ask you for a survival check or perception.
Alright. Tracking.
Yeah. Alright, so Zachariel, as you look in the room, you notice this sort of pattern with the dust being on this side of the room.
Over this way.
He's like a Genasi bloodhound.
Seems like it.
So I assume you go through this door.
Yeah.
Right. Door is slightly ajar. And when you open it, reveals a short hallway, absolutely coated in dust.
Just as I'm about to step in the door, I rush over here and open.
Alright. In this room, smoldering coals are sort of dying down in 2 big brick hearths in the middle of this room. The smell of sort of stale bread fills the air. Sacks of flour, casks of salted fish, crates of dried vegetables, and wheels of cheese clutter the walls, along with a well-worn work tables and a collection of mismatched cutlery. A doorway to the west leads to a you sort of explore, and the doorway to the west leads to a washroom where 3 large wooden tubs stand. A door to the north, you peek out, and it looks like it leads to the monastery exterior.
I hop back and I meet up with them in the hallway.
So this hallway.
Where's Delia?
Lagging.
Delia. What did I do with her token, actually? Oh, there it is. Yeah, Delia is not with you right now. So you open this door? Or are you going to go look for Delia?
I open the door.
You open the door. It leads into that big hall where you fought Helen Ray and her allies. And as you're still tracking the dust, go ahead and roll another survival. Or, yeah. Alright. So...
Illyria's gonna send Valora to find Delia.
Alright. That said, you see the smoke, not the smoke, smoke's for me right now, go down the stairs. Which is currently not stairs right now, it is a slope. And when you walk close, you kind of see a little bit of movement down at the bottom, but you don't hear anything.
If you all would like to ready yourselves, and I can make sure that thing comes up to fight us.
Well, there's movement down there.
Yeah, we know what it is. It's one of those creatures.
Kitties.
Mandibles. I kind of put like my 2 fingers next to my cheeks to make a little pinchy face.
Oh, yeah.
So if I flip that switch in the corner, it'll come up. You should all prepare, ready.
Would be pretty funny if you flipped the switch, started coming up, and then you flip the switch again.
Well, we have people with arrows, so we could get shots and then do that.
Valora lays at
How far away
Delia's
is the
feet.
creature from me, Mike?
How far away the creature? The creature is. I'll answer this question for Zach, and then I'll get back to you. Creature is about 50 feet away from you.
Oh, it's like a staircase.
Well, actually, it's not. It hasn't really noticed that you're there yet.
Okay.
So what do you do?
I ready my shield.
Okay. Are you?
Would you and Lyria like to set up as well?
Shouldn't we wait for Delia to come back?
Okay, so through the door, making footsteps in the. So I'm just gonna bring Delia over. And you can bring Valora back. Coming through the footsteps, Valora is sort of dragging Delia along. Here, I'll just take Valora back. There you go.
Thank you.
All right. So, that plan that Tobias talked about, is that happening?
It's happening.
Okay. I'm not going to make
I'm
you guys roll initiative for this.
Oh,
Because,
firing squad and like a little crane game at the same time.
yeah, eventually... So, you do this, and you make some noise, and the creature goes... "Bah!" and starts to stomp its way up the stairs. And when it gets close enough, you realize... a couple things. Let me... oh no. And I like your thing, so I'm gonna reward it. Okay, no. Excuse me. You find that its eyes are sort of cut into. These sort of insectoid eyes are like slashed up as it walks up the stairs, and you remember that thing that Renrick told you about, how their gaze sort of can scramble your mind, and you're not detecting that from this thing as it tries to trudge up the stairs. You also notice that he, if this thing were to have claws, or you see bloody nubs on its arms, sort of replaced with implanted very badly stone blades as it starts to trudge up the stairs. You guys open fire on this thing, and you hit it. It sort of stumbles back, keeps trudging up. Tadias throws the switch. It falls down, takes some damage. You guys continue to do that, and eventually, you don't kill it. It just sort of retreats far out of your sight into the darkness.
We ready to finish up?
Yes.
well, the dust leads down there, so we have to go down there.
So I flip it up to the stairs and I start walking back over.
So you guys walk down, and you see this creature is just cowering in a corner. Very pin-cushioned with arrows. Let me actually bring you guys down there, and then I'll describe this room. it's also sort of like singed from. Actually, no, it's not singed. It's totally like iced up a bit from Delia's Ray of Frost to keep it slowed. So I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to do this because there's nothing left to reveal to you anymore. So this room. Creature is sort of cowering over here, and I will now describe this room. The floor of this large chamber consists of loose red earth. A column of natural stone stands near the middle of the room, and a row of sturdy iron bars with a sliding cage door that's open walls off the western portion of the room. A door of iron plate stands in the western wall behind the iron bars, while a similar door exits to the east. To the south, where you came from, a wide set of stairs heads up. And to describe...
Hey.
Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, hey, Genasi Bloodhound, see any dust anywhere? Can you see which way we need to go?
Oh, he just looks over in the corner of the creature and then looks to the floor looking for dust.
Okay. Roll that survival. Yeah. It's hard to tell down here, but you do see like footsteps that the creature has sort of made in some of the dust. Kind of like that sort of thing. But other than that, you're having trouble seeing which way it might be going.
The trail has gone cold.
Well, I think we must deal with that present elephant in the room.
He looks so sad.
I mean, it's very
I don't know if it eats rocks, but it doesn't have anyone feeding it anymore.
They want to take it out of its misery at the very least.
It might not be easy. I kind of like ready a blade.
We should do it quickly if we're gonna do it.
What do you do?
It's only good.
Are you gonna attack it straight up?
I kind of like give like that nod to Zachariel when he's ready to go.
Just start approaching it.
It's just kind of like pressing up against the wall. Do you approach further?
Does this sand, like this dirt, does this look like the red clay?
It's not the same.
Okay.
It wasn't clay. It was a sort of a hard mineral. This is more like just sand. Sort of soft, earthy sand.
Is it reacting? Is it still trying to get away?
I am doing a thing.
Yep.
I got Rezzure ready if it makes a jump for Zach.
It's sort of just... It kind of like... It's still pressing against the wall. Do you approach any further?
I mean, I feel like I know what this is, and I know what it's like fight or flight at this point. So I'll just look to the others. Well, are we going to kill it, or are we going to leave it?
It's already been killed. It's going to starve here, or it's going to suffer very shortly if we deal with it now.
All right. I brandish the shovel and step forward.
He lashes out at you.
I throw the dagger.
Make attack rolls.
Whee!
So, yeah. Rezzure misses. Alright. Roll initiative. Not yet. Don't roll initiative yet. Okay, roll initiative.
Grab my toe.
Oh, he's a fast boy.
And I'm using the attack roll I had for him. Shit, Delia. She'll go at initiative 10. I don't want to open her sheet right now. Besides that,
That 8 is. Oh, frick, I forgot to click on her.
that 8 is
Oh, no.
Illyria.
Yeah, 8 is Illyria.
By the way, just so you know, you get a +1 bonus to your initiative rolls because of Bard.
Because of what?
Bard. Jack of all trades applies to initiative.
Oh, does it?
It does.
I think it adds it already if you have the button selected.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Alright. So... What? Oh, it's right here. Descending. So, you see this thing start to lash out at Zachariel. What do you do?
I'm going to take a shot at it.
Alright. That's a hit.
And I'm going to use Psychic Blade.
You kill it. If you're using Psychic Blades, knock that off, you definitely, yeah, you kill it. You would have taken 15 damage if she didn't kill it then.
What, a crit?
No, it didn't crit, but it rolled 25.
It's hard.
Or it rolled 23.
23.
Nothing. Alright, so this thing is just dead now. What do you do?
Is there anything useful, like, biology-wise of this thing?
Maybe it's carapace.
That's gonna be time consuming.
It will be. It's
So
also
I walk
already
over.
pretty fucked up.
Yeah. Is this
It's open.
doory thing open?
Yeah.
I'm going to start proceeding this way. Do I see any dust while I'm walking?
Yeah, you look at your feet and you can see that you're making footprints.
Zachariel, I think it might be this way. I have a hunch.
I'm gonna come over to one of these footprints that I saw previously.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna more closely inspect it. So I'll get down and actually look at it to see if it is the same dust from upstairs.
Sure. Roll survival, or in this case, roll survival or investigation. So with that 20, it's definitely the same. You kind of like run it through your fingers, and yeah, it's the same kind of texture.
Okay. And it looks like it's heading towards where Tobias is going?
You still aren't entirely sure about that.
Okay.
I mean, if it's not, we're going to notice in the next hallway that there's no dust. So we'll know.
Oh, there's a door over there, too.
Yes, but regardless of which one we pick, there will be dust in the next
So,
hallway or not. And we'll
You
not
notice that this door is pounded inward.
Ah.
Well, this looks familiar.
And it is also locked.
Hum
No,
goes
this
up to the
door
door.
goes.
Alright.
Do you want me to unlock it anyway?
If you
Oh,
like.
why not?
Yeah, it pops open. And you are met with a familiar sight. Except instead of being stone, it's very dusty here.
It's dusty in here, guys.
Well, seems you were right today.
I have a hunch for these things. Can I peek down the bottom corridor, the southward one, and see if I see dust going that way?
Absolutely. Roll perception or survival.
Sure. I see nothing.
Is Zachariel doing anything, or? Yeah, you don't see. You can't tell.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't this portion of the place cave? So
It is.
I mean, I guess I'll try and see if you can pick up the quote unquote scent.
It's just a little bit of a higher DC. Yeah. So you, it's really hard to tell. Just looking around, it's hard to tell. Do you do anything other than just look around, or are you testing anything?
I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do.
Back at the
I'll just turn.
I was just saying, back at the portcullis, you could not traverse before. Go on.
Still can't traverse it now.
Yep.
I'll just turn to Dice and be like, well, we're down here in the caves again, so perhaps we should just head to that room where the sarcophagus is.
Makes sense. He's not too far away.
Let's go.
Be on the lookout for.
And if we go that way, delete. Oh my God, Delia, to see her love again.
She kind of just gives you. I don't know what you do actually. I haven't played with Delia enough.
Chuckle.
Yeah.
I chuckle.
She blushes and she says, "Yeah."
Yay!
Where was that?
Sarcophagus? That was more eastward.
Oh, I need to change the. Well, no, it doesn't really matter anymore. Dynamic lighting.
I'm just following the fire.
You managed to find it. It's that way.
Who goes there? Where are all these people?
They're technically upstairs, I believe.
Oh yeah, I just didn't move them. That's all the
They're
people that are
nice.
actually upstairs.
In the
Oh,
macro
okay.
man.
They all attack. Roll.
Bring it! Let's do
You
it.
slay a bunch of commoners.
Do I still see the zombie corpses?
Oh yeah, they're just kind of laying there, stinky.
Do we see any new
Very
dust
nice.
on them?
No, you don't actually. This room, it is not any different than when you came in here before. Other than how you affected it when you came in here before.
He must
Alright.
have made it through those bars.
I'm gonna. This
I realize
door's
there's
still
a
open.
door here we haven't checked.
There is a door there you haven't checked.
I'm going to be back in 30 seconds.
Do you open it, Tyas?
I'll take it quick.
All
My
right.
left interest is peaked.
It's a hallway.
Zachariel, we missed something.
You see, you don't really drag any dust as you walk across the floor here, and
Perhaps we might find keys here.
when you get to, do you cross the hall?
I'm not inspecting the hallway, seeing if there's any traps. Cause
Roll Actually, yeah, roll perception. You are confident that it's an empty hall.
Right.
Sometimes a cigar is just a
Yeah.
cigar. You open the door, and you are half pleased and half chagrined to find the room you're just in.
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna do something. I just kind of like jog back and jog over here,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just gonna shout up the staircase, Redwick.
And you hear, you hear like the sound of footfalls, and coming down the stairs, and he just says, "Yes, what is it?"
Oh yes, sorry to bother you, books and things. We may have done something bad.
He's over
I'm
here.
not sure, but we someone decided to cast a spell, and a thing shattered, and this voice said, "Belsimer, my Belsimer." Oh, and then we were following the dust downstairs, and it disappeared. You know how to get past those iron bars? Are you able to melt iron?
He, let me see here. Named NPCs.
We had a key, but it disintegrated.
He says, well, I have a fireball spell, but it doesn't do well to melt ice. I mean, to melt iron.
Well,
He gestures to Delia, and he says, you know how the spell works. It's a flash of extreme heat for a few moments. It chars flesh, but it doesn't do much for solid, rigid things like stone or iron. It'll make... Sorry,
I'm
go on.
intimately aware of how that spell works. She's actually dropped it on top of me before, so. But somehow she's able to make sure that I don't get burned.
Looks to her and... Impressive.
Now, when we were first interacting with that urn, what did we do again? We cast a spell on it.
I used dispel magic to get rid of the glowy thing.
And you said that the lock that was working to the north with the bars, there is a mechanical problem with it, or was it magic as well?
I don't know, it almost broke my tools.
Because my key disintegrated.
Hey, Dias,
You thinking what I'm thinking?
we're strong.
Oh god. We're not thinking the same thing.
Oh, okay. What do you think? We'll go with that first.
I'm wondering if it's actually magic.
Oh, that's...
He
We
says...
have two arcane talented people. Perhaps they could discover if it's magic or not and see if it's able.
Renwick kind of closes, kind of looks down a bit, and he kind of puts his hand, his kind of like deathly looking skeletal hand on his forehead, and he just kind of, one moment. And he makes a couple of arcane gestures, and then he looks up and his eyes are a little bit more glowy than before in a distinct purple color. He says, which way did you say it was?
To the west, through a few doors, follow me.
Okay, so he follows you there.
I can't lead him to since we both.
Yeah. So he so yeah, you guys approach and he looks at the locking mechanism, he looks at the bars, and he this is a strong magic indeed. It's not arcane. I'm not entirely sure what power this is. It reminds me of primordial magic.
I'm not familiar. What does that mean?
Magic that is channeled from the elemental planes.
Can it be dispelled?
This is particularly strong. I'm not entirely certain it can. Only with great effort.
Well, you know what they say, Jedias. The sea of fire is hot.
I've heard that, yes. I take one of my little ball bearings and cast light spell and throw it between the bars and see if I see dust going down.
You do see dust going down.
Well, the sea of fire is hot and iron bars are hard. What do we want to do?
Renra kind of lays his hand along it and he says, I'm not sure this is iron at all, actually. There's something different about it. It's not wrought metal. It might actually be stone.
Huh? Oh.
A mineral.
I asked Delia, hey, what scrolls did you recently get?
And she says, Scroll of Earthbind, Maximilian's Earthen Grasp, and Transmute Rock.
No, nothing can move us. I mean, we can try to bash our way through Zachariel, but I'm going to blame you for the back source later.
Well, I tell you what. You hurt your little back today. I'll buy you a drink.
Make it 5, you got the deal.
5?
Are you guys
Yes,
just
you
going
better
to pound away at the bars?
I was going to try to, like, bend them first.
Okay.
Attempt to, anyway.
We only gotta get, like, you know. Well, no, we all have to get in there, don't we?
I mean, two of us helping each other.
There might be a mechanism down there to unlock it.
I'll help.
Is this wall... These walls are unworked, right? Like, they're just cave wall.
No, this has worked. To remind you, this
Oh,
is...
it's like...
It's Dwarven. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jedi's called it out as Dwarven make. It isn't.
I would have thought that dwarves would make flat walls, not jagged walls.
Well, I guess the artist and the writer didn't talk. Oh well.
Well, personally, if this is a temple to some sort of god, perhaps he likes the jagged stones. Representing, you know, some of the jagged dwarves I've met.
Who knows what God's like anyway? Illyria, could you step aside from?
So you guys go about your work, and how long do you plan to ply your strength?
Well, I'm thick-headed.
It's true.
Today, after about 2 minutes, you can tell that these things aren't budging.
Yes, I don't know if this is working.
Well, I mean... I don't have any other ideas.
Could Squirt work it? Put Squirt in the lock mechanism?
Oh my God.
I would rather not lose our elemental friend.
I would pronounce all of your names right now, but I don't think I could.
Sorry.
I take out the bottle. I take off the top, and I ask Squirt to look inside the mechanism. Not to go all the way in, just to, like, kind of swarm in a little bit.
Okay. He worms his way in, and he just kind of like gives you quizzic toned water splashing sounds of primordial. Like, what do you expect me to do?
I have no idea. Alright, I get him, I tell him to come out, and I put him back in the bottle.
You notice when he comes out, when he like pulls out like a little tendril from the lock, you notice that the lock looks still like what's the one I'm looking for? Immaculate, but his tendril is like the small little tendril is like mud.
That's... I'm just gonna... out of frustration at this, I just smacked the bar with Thuni.
It just goes dong. And then when you do that, you get this sort of like pulse in your mind. And just like when it makes contact and then it's gone when like it sort of bounces off, you just have like this flash of extreme anger. Like this sort of animosity that builds over years and years and years and years. And then it just kind of like fades away.
I take Thuni and I press him against the bar. I don't hit it. I just like press him against it.
And it's the same feeling. It's just sustained.
Okay.
This really sustained, very bitter feeling anger. You don't know what sort of thing caused it. You don't feel any kind of memory from Suni, but you do feel this emotion. It's extremely palpable.
I just kind of like tense up a little bit and start shaking. Like anger shakes.
See, I told you were going to pull your back.
All right. I think it's whatever is connected to this shovel and these cultists. There's a very angry sensation. It feels like years of hatred. Could you please tell me that 5 of us and an extremely powerful lich cannot open a door?
He says,
seeming that way.
he says, I can attempt. I do have dispel magic in my memory. I think he does.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Inside the lock looks pristine from the outside, but inside is full of mud. I don't know if that helps you.
Well, let's see what happens. He puts his hand on the bar, and he chants, and he is going to, he says, I'm unsure of what might happen next, but I'll spend some energy for this, and yeah,
Well,
we're doing
just
it.
remember, you can't die, so...
I wouldn't want you to, though.
When I hear that, I back up a step.
Alright, so he puts his hand there, and you just see this this sort of concussive force just kind of emanates from his hand on the bars, and it just kind of like, you feel it kind of reverberate through your bodies, and the bars don't move, but then he kind of like he kind of slumps a bit, and then he kind of like puts his hand around the bars, and he kind of like, you see his, oh, you can't really tell. He looks over to Zachariel and he says, try moving them.
Okay, I try moving the bars.
And with effort, you find that you're able to slightly pull them up.
Alright. I run in and I start like listening with them.
So with effort, you guys manage to get them up about 4 feet. And it's super heavy. And you definitely can't hold this for more than a minute.
Underneath you right now.
Hum runs down, dragging Delia with her.
Alright.
And then Illyria's right behind.
Renric says, I don't know if I should join you. I feel like I'd be better served protecting the people you saved.
That works for us. I sneak under and I grab the other side for Zach.
Alright.
God, I hope this is a good idea.
Well, we don't have a lot of options out either, so we'll have to live when we get back.
So, the stair. You descend the stair. This is going a whole different direction. But it's D&D. So you guys descend the stair, and it descends about by your count about 250 feet.
Oof.
And you find yourselves in a natural cavern. What do you do? There's no map for the cavern. This particular cavern. But you are in a cavern at the bottom of these stairs.
I'm gonna check the ground and see if I can find some of our dust friend.
Alright.
I'm gonna help him.
It is pitch black down here.
I
So,
help him
it's
by
okay.
casting Produce Flame.
Okay.
I'll touch my armor and do some light as well.
Alright, go ahead and roll. I need to scroll this down. Okay, you do notice some dust at the bottom of these stairs, and they're on the stairs too. And it sort of just follows this cavern. It's sort of a corridor of sorts.
kind of feeling are we getting down here?
Very, very. You feel claustrophobic.
What could it be leading towards?
Do you guys follow a little bit?
Yeah.
You may want to be on guard. Doesn't feel right here.
You get to the cave. You make a turn, and then another turn the opposite direction, and then you see a what looks like a I need to find a better way to describe this. You see on the ground there is a structure that is two wooden beams that are reinforced with iron, standing up from the ground. They have these sort of supports on them to make them stand upright in an X. And then right next to that, there are strips of metal, two strips of metal that are parallel with each other, running down the cave and out of sight. Holding these two strips of metal together are these wooden beams every foot or so.
Does the cave look structurally sound right now?
Roll. I wish Dungeoneering was in 5th edition.
Yeah, right.
Roll survival or history. I don't know. I guess intelligence works, so you know. But with that roll, you kind of look around, and the it looks like a naturally formed cave. It doesn't look like from where you're standing right now. The cave doesn't look like it's going to collapse at any time. The walls are flush. You don't see any real cracks in the wall. Just imperfections in the shape.
Well, I guess we just continue then, huh?
Let's go.
All right.
All right. You guys follow these tracks?
So the way you described it,
I let the cat out of the bag, but go on.
Well, I was about to say the way you described it kind of sounds like mining cart tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess we follow.
Okay. So I need to get to my map now and figure something out. How long do you plan on following these tracks? Because they go for a while. Let's see here. Maps. No, not that map. Yeah. I need to check something. Yeah, so how long do you plan on following these? You walk for about... oh, I know how to make this. I know how to make this work. Dungeon... Not dungeon. Okay. Half hour of just kind of walking passes, and it's still going. He kind of twists and turns here and there, but it's mostly stable. They're not stable. It's mostly straight.
Can I make a check to see if I still see the dust?
Yes.
No.
You cannot tell.
Are we still following anything?
You're following tracks.
They said they were returning the mines, minerals, and ores that were valuable to the mountain. This looks like a track for carts. It might lead to something like that, but it's going to go very deep.
The Divine Mountain.
I don't know if there's a quicker way about it. We only know of one more century up at the surface.
You also have 6 more days before your next, whatchamacall, turning. Piggy.
Well, at the very least, we know this is here, and it's obviously not going anywhere. Perhaps we should turn around and take care of you first.
Well, I believe this is everything. I don't remember any of the passages we haven't explored. Just the courtyard with the gargoyles and our friend, the rider.
Well, yes, we get back to Fourth Stride so we can take care of your thing.
Delia pipes up and says, I wanted to check out the books that were in that room where the Dustman first sort of blinded us. We didn't really go through that.
Could be a clue there, I guess.
Alright. We'll go.
So you guys return to the surface. Or not the surface, but you return to the stair, and then you walk back up. You hoist the bars. Renwick's not actually there. He kind of walked off to take care of his things, sort of keeping watch around. Where do you go? You're still in control. You can still move past the thing. So he's not there. He's gonna be.
Well, best to do all of our reading before we get smashed in by gargoyles.
Do you guys return to that room?
Yeah, our fastest way is probably these stairs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's simple enough. So let me group your tokens, and I'll just drag them.
We all. Oh yeah, I gotta go actually.
There you go. Alright. Let me reread the description of the scriptorium, is how it's mentioned in this thing. Writing desks and dusty tomes, stacks of parchment, and pots of ink clutter each desk. There are lots of... So, okay, you guys are in here. Do you start looking through all of these papers and junk?
Sure.
I mean, don't let me tell you what to do.
Yeah, we're definitely rifling through.
Okay. So you find tomes that include texts on the elemental planes. You find what seem to be religious texts that refer to earth deities or elemental powers. A lot of them are... Delia is sort of looking through these, and she's scratching her head, and she says, I haven't heard of any of these. You also find bits of text about philosophical essays on self-denial and nihilism, and sort of a defeatist philosophy in these books. You also find an interesting... on one of the shelves you find an interesting tome that is sort of... It looks like it's been venerated heavily. It's sort of bound in this very fine book cover. And the book cover has sort of gold trim about it. And from sort of looking through it together, an hour or so passes. The day kind of drags on. You sort of divine the following. A name speaks out to you. That name is Marlos. Marlos Ernrally. Ernrally. I don't know if I can pronounce that. Here, let me put it in the chat.
Why was this at the coast? Why? All right.
I know.
Let's see.
Ern Rayleigh? Ern Rayleigh. Let's say that. Ern Rayleigh.
Unrelai.
Ern Rayleigh. There you go. I like that.
I feel like the E is probably silent.
Yeah.
Ernrail?
Silent.
Okay.
Ernrail.
Ernrail, sure.
Yeah.
Marlos Ernrail, who is the prophet of Black Earth. He was. Let me check something real quick. Need to make sure that I didn't do something wrong here. Ah, yes. Okay. He writes, or in this is written that he received a holy implement of earth power from a benefactor and took it for his own. You also learn that this Marlos established the Temple of Black Earth in long forgotten ruins deep under the earth, and that he nurtures something called the Black Geode, and a very disturbing passage that reads, "When it is all ready, the ever-growing divine mountain shall come and remake these lands in his own image."
Sounds like a nutcase to me.
Yes, it's off his rocks.
See what you did there, Tobias.
Either way, I don't know if this helps us.
Shed some light on it, says Delia.
I'm gonna. Zachary just kind of like is thinking and just says his name a couple of times. Am I getting anything?
Roll history.
My strong suit.
Alright, you, being a way shield, a few years ago, you heard that name. Need to find something here. A few years ago, you heard that name from a jeweler who you were escorting through the Silk Road. You heard that name from him. He was talking about how he sold a very strange ring to some aristocrat, some rich guy from Forstride. That's all you get, though. That's all you remember.
Okay. Now, I wasn't getting at that for the history roll. I'm kind of like I have my hand on the hilt or the handle of Suni, and I'm saying that name.
Oh, you're not really. You get sort of a ping from it, sort of a distaste, but you're not getting the same kind of angry. You're not getting the same anger.
Okay.
What do you do?
I've heard of this Marlos before. I don't really know anything about him. I just was doing a job escorting a jeweler through the Silk Road, and he was talking about selling a peculiar jewel or something. One distinguished gentleman from Forstride. Perhaps someone back at town knows more.
The village might know as well. If he's buying stones, they might have done business.
Like,
Well,
Looks like our business is mostly concluded here, unless we want to go completely going into mines.
let's take care of your problem first. I will.
We still have one more problem to take care of, and it's walking around on 4 legs.
If I remember correctly, last time you guys decided that you would long rest?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure, because then I would have to be like, take your level 5 back.
But first, before any of that,
Sorry.
we have a nap.
Yes.
A
But
long
on that
nap.
party, we'll talk it with the survivors. We'll deal with the sentry, get them back to town, and then we'll go about figuring out this Unrail or whatever his name is.
Today, so the E is silent, I think.
There can be silent E's.
Of course.
I can't think of any.
Well, my name is Zachriel, not Zachriel.
I've been saying Zachariah this whole time. Why
I
haven't
know,
you
I
corrected
don't
me?
correct people, I just...
You know, this is something you should bring up when people do that.
No, it's perfectly fine.
Yes. The E is part of the D, so it makes that sound, but it's still part of it.
Oh, I thought your name was Tadias. It's very
No.
common in my country.
That's a little, two-finger face palm, and, all right, yeah, nap time. We definitely need it. And I start walking out of the room.
Alright.
When these.
When you, I assume you return to, Renwick's place.
Yeah, we can't separate the mages and their love.
You find that when you get there, he's actually been sort of, like, tidying up a bit. Some of the refuse that he's kind of let just kind of hang out. He's kind of, he's taken, like, a chest, and he's kind of using it as a wastebasket, and he's kind of cleaned up the room a bit. He says, just wanted to make the last evening here comfortable. I've been thinking about...
As one does.
Yes, well, as I have for quite a long time, I feel that before I go and find my phylactery and go on those leads that you mentioned, the Mage Academy at your home city, I feel I have sort of a duty to repay these people that you've saved, the town that you've saved. I feel that I ought to help and protect them for as long as whatever menace has taken this monastery is around. I feel you haven't seen the last of them.
It's very honorable. Renwick, could I trouble you for a question?
Please.
Marlowe's Unreal. You know this name.
I've heard it spoken a few times by the previous occupants of this building. They speak of him highly. He seems to have much clout within this cult. Either that or he's their leader.
Interesting. And, we found a tome that refers to him as the Prophet of Black Earth. I don't much believe in gods or any of that, so I don't really profess prophets. Sure, he's a great person, or a terrible person in his case.
Yes, well, they refer to him as prophet. It means that he most likely leads this cult.
Hmm.
He just kind of goes back to reading a book. Actually, no, he kind of goes back to tidying up a bit.
Now, if I remember correctly, one of the reasons we didn't long rest right away is because we still have some hours to burn.
Yeah, but I mean, you kind of explored the place enough already. So we can... I mean, there's not much else you can do here other than chill and wait for the night to go.
Alright, well, before I get my rest in, I'm going to help him tidy up a little bit.
Okay.
While we chill, I read the cookbook.
Oh, you read the cookbook. Cookbook and Primordial. Some of these ingredients you find are a little exotic, more exotic than you're prepared for. Some of them.
The hell's a mango?
That and a strange fruit called a flame seed fruit. And it gives suggestions on where to procure such a thing, and you see City of Brass.
Jedias,
What?
you know how to get to the City of Brass.
No, I start thinking about it. Do I know?
Roll Arcana. It's going to be a little bit of a high DC for you. You don't know.
You go and melt the trumpet at the...
Melt the
Yeah.
Oh. Renwick. City of Brass, how to?
City of Brass.
Yes.
I feel that is a... It's reminding me of the elemental planes. That's not where my studies were. I feel like this location might be in one of the elemental planes.
I guess won't be making that recipe.
Oh, City of Brass. I thought you said sitting of brass. I was thinking instrument. Nah. And
I just look at him and cock one of my eyebrows.
I just give a little chuckle under my breath.
Flame seed fruit. Sounds spicy. Never had a spicy fruit. Wait a second. Would I know if the City of Brass is near the Sea of Fire?
You can roll history.
Nope.
Didn't come up in your studies, at least not in mind.
I just kind of like, I take out a quill or whatever, and on the side of that recipe I just put an X there just so that I know that it's probably impossible to make that.
Alright. Do you guys rest?
I think it's race time.
Alrighty.
Let's rest.
Yeah, I
Go
guess we
ahead.
all rest and Remway watches us sleep or something.
For anyone who's seen Full Metal Alchemist, he does what Al does when Ed sleeps, he just reads. He just kind of peruses a tome. He actually probably takes the book that Delia had with lore about him, and he's just kind of like looking through it, and he's just kind of like, oh, that's not entirely correct. He starts to like, he takes a quill and ink, and he starts to like edit it a little bit.
Hello, Nix.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Nix. Go ahead and resolve a short or a long rest, please. Get yourself back to 100%. We did some exploring of the monastery further, which is now empty except for you, the prisoners that you're keeping safe, and Renwick.
Oh, so you didn't do the one shot.
No, I didn't. But that one shot will happen eventually because I liked the idea of everybody being halflings. It gave me a big Three Musketeers vibe, and I was into it. But yeah. So tell me when you're all ready. No, let me resolve the.
Had improvisers to add. Hey.
Let me actually resolve. Don't forget about your hit die. Let me
Oh,
resolve Delia's long rest. She didn't take any damage. Whoa! They changed the character sheet. What?
Hmm?
Oh snap!
What are you talking about?
They added exhaustion level underneath hit
Yeah.
die. Neat. Neat.
What?
Look on. Is it for yours? Let me see.
Oh,
Whoa! What the hell?
I don't see it on mine.
What?
I don't see it on mine either.
This is.
That setting?
I track it next to my little values above the thing.
I'm looking at I'm looking. Yeah, I'm looking at. What? Oh, shit. I wanna know now.
This sounds like a snipping tool.
Well, I mean, I can show you, but I just want to see how. Copy. Here. It's in the right smack dab in the middle. But yeah. What the fuck?
What the hell?
Yeah. What?
I feel cheated.
Right?
Wow.
She's get the fancy one.
Okay, well, we'll figure that out later. Okay.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
You found
It's
the setting?
in your little yeah, it's in your little option gear. And then on the right hand, way down at the bottom, it says show exhaustion tracking.
Ew.
Neat.
That'd be useful for you, Tadias.
What? Because I'm a piggy? Is that why?
Yeah.
Is that a piggy joke?
Yeah.
We've kicked the piggy around enough.
Well, I mean, it's coming to an end now. I just gotta squeeze all of them in.
Yeah, I can do it.
I gotta squeal all of them in.
Yeah. I'm just looking for deliverance here, you know. I just want deliverance from the curse.
All right. So, you guys take your long rest. You wake up in the morning, and you're well rested. You and when you kind of look out the window, from where you are in Renwick's room, you don't see anything. Excuse me.
Ugh. Oh, it was a good sleep. Yeah, I feel like I can take many hits.
Delia. Tadaye. Zachariah. Zach. Oh, yes, good sleeping.
Tadias.
What?
See, you answer.
Yeah, I'm working on the... Don't worry. Anyway, we're ready to deal with the writer.
I've been thinking about that. Why is he still here?
Because he was told to patrol. He might not even... Well, I think our friend over there said that he couldn't get inside. So he's probably hoping to ambush.
Well, what's our plan?
Kill him, clear a path for our friends to get out of here. Besides
Sounds
that,
like a sound plan.
do you have a...
What is our plan for killing him?
That is what I was going to ask you, Mr. Wayshield of the Brown Nature.
Alright, well, if we could coerce him to this side of the building, we could have Delia, Valeria, and Hum up in the window shooting at him, and the two of us will have to hope that that creature doesn't jump on us again.
I mean, we should probably spread it out as well as we can.
Or we can all run out there like a gaggle of buffoons and hope for the best.
I look back in the hallway where I got kicked in the face like 20 times. Whatever you think is better.
I'm
Tell you
gonna
what.
vote for the shooting from the windows. Sorry, guys. Running around like buffoons does not sound like fun.
Tell you what, Tadias, I will go out there and get its attention. Then you can sneak out and stab it in the back. Or him.
I'm very sneaky, but yes, I can stab it in the back for him.
Well, alright. You're going to question everything I say.
The reviewing process. But yes, sir. I do like a little half-hearted salute, and I say, "Whatever you want, sir."
Don't salute it to me.
I try a bow. All right.
And just
Enjoy
leave.
kicking it off. I'm going to follow my boy. Let's go.
Okay, so what's your plan?
It sounds like these three are gonna shoot it from the window, and him and I are gonna run it over to this.
Okay.
I
And
think that's what you said.
so you're gonna leave via that exit?
I'm just following Zach.
Hey, Finna.
Hi, Cinna.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Sorry you had to deal with a test.
It's all good.
All right, so you open the door, and you were met with the canyon wall. From where you're standing, you don't really see anything.
In the doorway. Watch me.
You hear just kind of, I need to change this music. You kind of just hear this music, but background. You kind of just hear wind kind of rolling against the rocks.
Oh no, I've lost all of my friends. I'm all alone.
You
Do I see any tracks or any? I know this creature. I'll
roll survival if you're trying to like pin it down.
yeah. Slept a little.
Kind of the ground is very sort of churned right now, so at least as far as you can tell in this moment, you can't really see any obvious signs of where the beast has been.
The Divine Mountain sucks.
Just sort of walking around this boxed canyon. You're not seeing any sign of them.
Try your shovel. Stick it in the ground.
I've got a spade here. Every cultist wants it.
Nothing.
Alright, he's not here. You know what? I'll continue walking around.
Okay.
Zach, that's not the plan. Oh, fuck. Then I start heading over for him.
Oh
I'm
shit.
just watching from the window.
How much does that matter? Well, that matters. Wait, does that matter?
Do you not see him?
No, that doesn't matter.
No, he's not here. I think he ran away.
Can I take a look at the ground and see if I can spot anything?
Sure.
Perception, or does it have to be survival?
Either.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear over here. Other than, the rubble that you kind of see. You don't see any disturbances that would point to him being through here. At least not recently. Like, you do see, like, tracks here and there, but it looks like sort of just like what he was doing prior with circling around.
Should we try to move them now?
Let's wait a moment and see if maybe he's on the other side.
Do you roll around the other side?
No, I'm just gonna... I'll kind of move back here to where we were planning on fighting him.
Yeah.
I'll just wait a couple moments, maybe 5-10 minutes.
How tall is this
Yeah.
rock next to
Okay. You do what to that rock?
How tall is this rock?
15 feet. It's kind of a spire out of the ground.
Alright, the spire I can't climb it, so then I'll just kind of hang out by the wall.
Okay. Those minutes pass and nothing.
Hmm.
I want to wave at Tadias from the window.
I give like the little finger wave back.
I'll just look up to well, I think we're good. I think he's gone.
Woohoo!
Some famous last words right there.
Right?
Thaddeus has that like suspicious hippo face that don't like this. Not one.
So where do you head to?
We have to take the opportunity if we can. If he attacks, we'll try to lead him away from the people.
It's the best we can do.
Alright, we're coming back in. Let's go. Alright, head back to the doorway.
Alright, so I'm going to remove the dynamic lighting because there's nothing here that you haven't seen. Yeah, there's nothing here you haven't seen. So give me a moment.
We know all.
And I'm just going to, and I'm just going to gesture to something so that you have a better idea.
We made
So-
all the maps the blue sections.
So, here, why can't you see that? Hello? Show to others is present, why isn't it not? What's going on? Okay, well then I'm going to draw an arrow. So, oh, that's why. I was in the wrong layer. Have layer. Alright, here. So, like, the whole place is a boxed-in canyon, basically, except for in front of the front entrance. So, like, the front entrance leads out to the exit of this place. Because it's not really well defined on the map.
So, if we're all ready, we go round up everyone in this room here, I believe, and we start leading in front.
But where does this
Where does what go?
on the back of the mansion? Box Canyon just go across.
Oh, it just kind of closes up there.
Oh, okay.
Based on how like the topology works, I'm assuming the mines start heading north.
So, what do you guys do?
I vote that we move everybody into this main room and we start heading down the path and we see if we get any attention and they follow behind us.
Alright.
What do you guys vote?
I agree.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Alright. So I'm gonna move all their tokens up there. Just for show.
Oh, man, we got a lot of them.
Yeah. You got a bunch of dudes with you. So I'm assuming you're gonna be in front of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you step out of the main door. And you can kind of see the way out. Roll insight.
Ooh. Me or who's supposed to do it?
Whoever's in front and opens the door first. I mean, everybody can roll insight. It's going to be a little group roll. Oh, I love these rolls.
Oh my god.
I'm so into these rolls.
We're completely safe, everybody.
I've never felt safer in my entire life.
Don't you just feel safe?
Nick, so you there?
Mm-hmm.
Can you roll insight, please? Okay. Illyria, Zach, and Thaddeus. Something is amiss as you step out here, but you aren't entirely sure what.
Can I get Valora to do insight?
Sure, she rolls better. She can't talk, but she can definitely roll insight. Oh wait, I know what she would do if she gets the higher DC. Go and roll.
Now the passage that leads back to the town, it's like kind of like a mountainous passage, right?
Yeah.
Can I like scan the tops to see if there's any like rubble or rocks that look like they might be pushed inward?
Absolutely.
Like a trap?
Go ahead and roll.
Oh shit. Do I do wisdom then on hers?
If she's not trained, yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I can get Valora to do insight. 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 'Cause
You look at the top, and she just kind of has this unsettled vibe. She's just kind of like looking at you like, something's not right here. Tadias, you can see that up there's nothing that looks like it can be like pushed into the little valley exit or crevice exit. Gorge? I don't know.
I don't think they're using the cliffside, but I do not feel right bringing the people yet. I think perhaps
It's gonna be fine.
But we could use the passage.
we have to get to the passage, though.
The lava tube passage?
Oh, that one. We could.
So, do you guys head down there to do that?
There's no
Right.
saying that
I
it's gonna
go
attack
in
us.
front. I go to the door and I'm gonna shoot an arrow to the ground.
Okay. You shoot an arrow to the ground. Nothing happens.
Look, maybe we're just being paranoid.
The lava passage is probably safer. We've dealt with them once in that other passage. We might be able to handle it.
You spend about
Oh.
10 minutes getting everybody down there. Did you all agree to do that?
I'm fine with either.
Sure.
Secret passage.
Sure.
Okay.
Secret tunnel.
You guys get down there, and you find that it is blocked off.
Uh oh. That's not good.
He is ready for us.
It is blocked off
What's
by
it?
really, really big rocks.
It looks like it's time to fight.
Wait a second. It's just rocks, right?
They're like really big sandstone rocks. Like, they're not rubble. You couldn't really use mold earth on it.
I have transmute rock though.
Can you use a 6th level spell?
Yeah, you gotta make the check for the scroll.
It's 5th level.
No, that's still out of your wheelhouse, though. Unless, I need to remind myself how spell scrolls
You
work.
roll a check with your spellcasting modifier, kind of like you do with the dispel mats and the counter spells.
Mhm.
If you beat it, you cast the spell. And the spell scroll's just straight either way, whether you fail or not. So she would have to beat a 15 DC intelligence check. And then if she does, she uses the spell as if she was casting.
Yeah.
Well, that's maybe not so great then.
It's kind of like a coin flip, I think, with where your modifier is. So
It is a bit of a coin flip.
if you want to risk it, you can. But I think it's just time to put this guy in the dirt. He's setting up for an ambush. We leave everybody here. Take
Yeah.
this guy out.
Although that was a good idea. I like that idea. So I'm gonna award DM inspiration.
Ooh, yeah. There you go.
I don't know what that means.
It means, so like inspiration mechanic. So you mark the little inspiration thing on your sheet. It's at the top. It's near the top. It's near your strength score. If you click it, it gives you dragon. It just means that you can give yourself advantage on a check or an attack or a save. Anytime. Any d20 roll, you can give yourself advantage for one thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
It's like brownie points for DMs.
pretty much. All right. So you guys proceed southward.
I think we know that it can't get into this palace because it has attacked us the entire time. It can't get into the temple. So I think we just leave everyone in the front. We tell our buddy, our Lich Boo, to watch over them just for a second and go deal with the problem.
Okay.
Is everyone cool with that?
I'm with you.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
ready to get
Oh, that's not the right
Let's do it.
page. It's that page.
I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself before this goes down.
All right.
I'm just doing that thing where I'm like flipping the dagger in my hand and just waiting.
So you guys, when you guys proceed down, go ahead and give yourselves a marching order.
I'd like to be towards the rear.
You don't want to be the last one, though.
Correct.
I'll be behind you.
Should we space out? Probably a good.
Okay. So I think we all know where this is going. But this will be the last you know what, and then we'll probably end the session. Give me a second. What the fudge? Okay. I gotta open some sheets.
Multiple. Oh no.
Damn it.
Quick, run back in.
What was that?
I said, quick, let us all go back in.
I mean, sure. Do you turn around with the meta knowledge that I'm opening up character sheets?
No, absolutely not.
Bully.
No.
I'm in like fun.
Alright, so you guys proceed forward. In your marching order, when you get to... I'm in the wrong one. When you get to, like... Oh, fuck. Get yourselves, like, in your... Fuck! Get yourselves in the marching order here in this square. Can you see the marker?
No.
What?
You...
Yeah. Things happen when you get to there.
I'm behind Delia.
As you're sort of like, you know, tensely looking around. Didn't draw it on the map, but there were rocks that were sort of dispersed. And when you step there, Zachriel, they all, like, stand up and face you. Roll initiative. If you rolled higher on that insight check, you would have known, like, those rocks weren't there before. So I'm going to change the music and then roll initiative. No, that's too loud. Alright. Oh, no. Okay. Everybody roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, this guy sort of scans this guy sort of scans the battlefield, and he starts to. Yeah, he can. He runs right up to Delia in front of Tadias with a purpose, and he's going to attack her. He rolls a natural 1. Then a 13.
Well, I'm gonna throw up my shield.
Okay. Illyria, is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot for that guy first.
Alright. That is a hit. A shit, 17 piercing. Nice. And then?
Let's go with that one.
Alright. Hit. For 12 piercing. Solid.
And if I move Valora, that guy can get Valora, can
He can. He can attempt to attack her.
Okay, I guess I'll have to stay for now.
Okie doke. Turnover?
Yes, sorry.
Alright. This guy is going to also move in. He kind of just like, he's going to try to go around Zachriel get to here, and he is yes, solid.
Nice.
It's a trip, by the way.
All right. Can you add that up for me?
I can, yeah.
He kind of tumbles a little bit, and he also takes a massive hurt.
25.
Oh my god. Fucking shit. The scribe.
Well, as he comes running by me, I just, while looking out towards this guy, I just kind of swing Suni across where his shoulders are and lop his head off.
Oh yeah, you just lop his head off. And then he, like, a few more steps, because he passed the save, but so he walks a few more feet, and then he just kind of, like, tumbles over, spilling his blood onto the dirt. The guy that Illyria shot once is going to purposefully move toward Delia and attack. 19 to hit.
Oh, yep, that hits.
8 bludgeoning, and then 8 to hit.
Nope, that one doesn't hit.
Zachriel.
Alright. I will run forward, and I will attempt to knock this guy on his ass.
Alright. You knock him on his ass.
Alright, and then I swing down at his face with the shovel.
Yes! That's a hit.
For 11, and 24. For another 11.
Alright, you knock him down, and you knock him dead.
Concordance, baby.
Yeah, you are getting concordance. For both those dudes.
And with that, I will then move back over to kind of like interpose my home.
Alright. Hey, Senna, did the 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. Because I don't see your HP going down.
Yeah, I don't know. It's on my.
Oh, that explains it.
I don't see her having HP.
Yeah.
I didn't link her HP up with her token. It should be there now. And you should see the bar now. Okay. Tadias.
These are the unarmored fools, right?
Yep.
Let's pop up a shark sword off my back. Walk right here and just cut them down.
That's a hit. For 13. As you gash through his skin.
You still standing?
He's still standing.
Let's do another then.
That's a miss.
I'm going to use my improvise.
He improvises. He kind of like turns around and kind of parries your blade, and then you
Miss again.
Miss again. Yep. All right. It's this one's turn.
And then I
Oh,
have a bonus
sorry.
action, right?
Yes, you do.
Let's see. I'm going to bonus action dash, and I'm going to run out of the space of this one and this one.
Okay.
Try to draw their attention.
They do not react.
Alright, well, I still have speed, so I move right back in.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. This one moves, closes in, and he. Oh, actually. Yeah, he provokes attack of opportunity from Zachriel Hum. If you want to take it.
that.
By me too?
He's still in your space.
Yeah, he's still in your space.
Okay. Okay.
That is a miss, unfortunately. That is a hit, Hum.
Can I also use my second blades?
Does the text of that feature say on your turn, or does it say when you hit with a weapon attack?
When you hit a creature with a weapon attack.
And nothing about being on a turn?
Nope.
Then you absolutely can. He did. So you just kind of drive your... Wait. Oh, it's the same attack bonus, though. Different hit die, but that's okay. You drive your rapier through, and he just kind of cries out in emotional agony and tumbles to his feet. And he doesn't get to take his turn now. But now it's Hum's turn.
Oh, the last guy's pretty far from me.
There's two others next to Delia.
Oh, yes, I see them. So I turn around and I shoot my crossbow at the one that's right in front of Valora.
Alright. That is a miss.
Okay, that's my turn.
Alright. This one is going to run over to here. Zachary already took your opportunity attack, so he is going to go after Hum. Ooh, he
He's
crits.
a fast boy.
He is a fast boy. They have 40 movement speed.
Oh my god.
He crits. Hum, you take 12 bludgeoning damage. He just back knuckles you across the face and then follows up with a kick, which is a natural 1. He misjudges his kick and sails right over your head. Delia.
Okay, well, I am not very happy with these guys. So I'm going to tap my staff on the ground and cast Shatter.
Alright. On these two guys in front of you?
Yep.
Okay. Con saves.
Are you kidding me? That's like awful.
Oof.
Oof.
Was that a 3rd level cast?
It sure was.
Okay, so that's 12, con. 1, 2... They both fail. And they both die, so don't feel too bad. They kind of like... They put their hands in their ear, and it just kind of like... Their eyes go cross and they crumple to the ground.
I'm gonna twirl my staff and then like set it on the ground next to me.
Alright.
Like,
Hear
you know,
Audible just
while
whistle
still
in the sky. It's like, shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna move back a little bit.
Alright. Illyria.
I'm gonna get Valora to back up a little bit so she can go after that guy
Alright.
with Pounce.
That is a hit. So he needs to roll a strength save. He fails. He is prone. Alright, so 9 slashing coming at him. And then the bite, which is at advantage. See if you crit. Just roll again.
Oh, roll, bite again.
Yeah, see if you crit.
And she does.
Wow, Valora.
So roll the damage from that. Or you can just roll it. Okay. So that's going to be 12... blah, blah. 11. Alright. He is bloodied, and he's trying his best to kind of, like, get Valora off of him. You still have a thing. You still have an attack.
I do?
You do. You only use 1 attack to command Valora to pounce in the other part.
That's right, that's right. Okay, and I'll just... let's stand over him and see if I can put a dagger through his...
Yeah! You have advantage on this, too. That is a hit. And you kill him. Stab it right through his Ow. Right through his eye. Alright.
Can I use a reaction to collect his soul or his shadow?
What does the text of the feature say? Oh boy. Blah 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 blah. You can magically use your reaction. Okay, so totally. Because you went and then I don't think you used your reaction, so yes.
Okay.
So you have his shadow. Jesus. What is that?
A bunch of stuff.
No,
Sounds like
the dinging.
like an alarm battery.
Is that coming
Sounds
from
like
my...
a smoke detector.
Is that
Smoke
coming,
detector
is that coming from
battery.
my end?
It might be mine. I had my headphones on, so I might not have heard it.
Okay. So you have that dude shadow. Illyria, your turn is over. And then, shit happens. Okay. So, coming out of the ground, you hear a rumbling sound. And these fine folk burst forth. Zachriel, this guy kind of like hops off of his mount as his massive bullet mount leaps into the air from the burrow he left, the sort of hole in the earth he left behind, leaps into the air, and let's see, yeah, Hum and Valora need to make strength or dexterity saving throws, your choice. As this thing leaps into the air in a high arc and comes crashing down upon you. Over there. Valora needs to make the save. Next.
You said strength or dex, right?
Whichever you want.
Oh, no. Strength or dex.
Okay. Valora... Yes, 100-foot radius.
There's the 100-foot radius.
There's the 100-foot radius.
Oh my god, you open that up and there's like...
Yeah, I know.
We already talked about it.
We already talked about it. It's a thing for spell templates. All right, so Valora
Sorry, I
does.
thought I clicked Valora.
No, that's okay. Valora does not save, unfortunately. So, oh crap, I didn't. Okay, so Hum, you're pushed 5 feet away, and you're gonna take half of what I'm about to roll here. Valora is caught underfoot and is going to take a lot. Yeah. So, on a successful save, half the damage, isn't knocked prone, push 5 feet, okay, so Valora's knocked prone, but let's see if she survives this. She's going to take this much damage, which I'll roll in front of you. 24 damage.
That wipes her out.
How much HP did she have?
24.
Oh, in total? Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so...
Did you have the new health for the level?
Well, remember, 4 times 6 is 24? Yeah, 4 times 6 is 24. So, Valora gets stomped underfoot, and then the bullet just kind of like lifts its claw a little bit, because you see the stone in her breastplate flash, and her whole body is encased in this earthen rock.
That's right.
And that's the that's the bullet's turn. Bro Shark actually went first, but that's
I
okay.
take half of that, right, Mike?
You take half of that, yeah.
So she's down, but she's encased in stone, right?
Yep, she is safe.
So I don't take out 24?
I mean, she's down to 0 HP, but she is unconscious and encased in that rock. So she's pretty much out of the fight. Now, Burrow Shark goes. I'm so sorry. So you watch Zachariel as he kind of fishes in his pocket. He pulls out a familiar-looking stone, and he has this spear. And he kind of just quickly rubs it against the tip of the spear, and you see it begins to take an effect. Who wants to roll a d12? I already got it. You see it sort of light up in this pale blue light. And he's going to attack you a couple times. Several times. He kind of like moves a spear around, all like kata style, and then he's going to wham. 22 to hit.
Hit.
For 11 piercing, plus... I need to add this to the macro. 1 cold damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to attack again. 24 to hit.
Hit.
10 piercing. And 3 cold damage. And then he's going to attack you one more time.
Okay.
8 to hit.
Yes.
Alright.
I'm gonna repost that.
Alright.
I don't like. Okay.
That's a hit.
Alright. For 12 plus 6.
18. Solid. The spade slams into his earthen armor, cracks it a little bit, and he stumbles a bit. And that's their turn. Those guys are dead. Zachariel, now it's your turn.
Alright. So, first off, I'm going to, like, just try and push him down with the shield.
Alright.
So, 21.
Oh man. You guys both put up a good fight, but you knock him down. He rolled an 18.
Alright. And while he's lying on the ground...
Oh, wait a minute.
The shovel.
He uses his reaction, and he is not prone. Sorry about that. Sorry, Justin.
Alright. I will swing the shovel.
That's a hit, though.
Make me a strength save.
Make you a strength save.
For trip.
He saves. But he also takes that 7 damage.
So, I will attack again.
That's a hit.
And then I will action surge.
Yeah!
And I'll attack again.
It's a hit!
And I'll attack again.
It's another hit.
And that'll be my turn.
Describe this onslaught. He kind of like... his heels dig in the ground, but then you...
I say... Like, as these heels dig in the ground, I just kind of like... Just like a grin comes across my face, and you want this shovel so bad? Take it!
Yeah.
And I let out a flurry of arcing slashes across his chest.
Yeah. Tonight, it's your turn.
Alright. What kind of action would it be to try to jump on top of the bullet and ride it?
Climb onto a larger creature. That's in the DMG. And I should have had my DMG in front of me, but I don't. But maybe we'll find it. Please quote it. No.
I'm wondering if it's like kind of like a grapple where I'm holding.
It's a grapple thing. You know what? We'll just make it a grapple thing unless you guys want to wait 5 minutes for me to get my DMG.
It's whatever you want to do. I mean, I can.
1 second.
A lot of damage.
Right in front of me. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, dude.
I just don't want him burrowing anywhere without me stabbing him in the back the whole time.
Okay. You want to climb it, right?
Yeah, I want to climb it, get on its back, and just
Use your action to make a strength or dex check. Athletics, acrobatics. And then,
And
okay,
then I'm
so it's a contest. Alright.
So then I'm like grappled on its back.
Yeah. So,
Okay, let's go.
roll thing.
Action.
Yeah, it's an action. Okay, you have a decent chance. You managed to climb on. You rolled a 19 total.
Alright, I jump on top of the guy, and I am just holding on to it, trying to grapple it, and make sure that it doesn't go after Delia with whatever I can.
Okay. Anything else?
digging figures into eyes and stuff like that. I don't
Yeah.
think I have a bonus action that's really helpful right now. So yeah.
Okay. Hum.
I'm kind of watching and not sure where to shoot, so I just shoot at the guy in front of Zachary.
Okay.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
I didn't even see a button. Unfortunately, that is a miss.
I fail miserably.
You were just slashed in by these really massive claws. You're very disoriented, and you try to shoot and the bow doesn't catch. He is dead. Delia.
Okay, I'm going to move as far away from this dude as I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna move over here. And I think it's fireball time.
Yeah. So you can go to the bottom of the journal page and scroll to the bottom, and there's area of effect templates. You can drag one off yourself. So look for that 20 radius sphere or circle. And I think you'll be able to move it around.
Oh,
Is
it's not right.
The heck? Okay, maybe I'll do it then. Although, that's weird. You should be able to do it.
I think it's bringing it in as a character token. That's why it's automatically making it the 5 foot.
That's weird because when I drag it in, it's like totally fine.
But you're a DM.
That's weird. I should change that somehow.
Okay.
But yeah.
I think we're gonna do it right there, and I'm gonna carve out Tadias and Zachariel.
Okay. So we're gonna get a save.
Because I am not happy.
Oh, I imagine.
Oof, you really are. Look at that damage.
I know, right?
Alright. Oh, wait, that's just... I don't know I have this guy up still. The Sacred Stone Monk who's dead rolled a natural 20. The Burrow Shark rolled a 5. And the Bullet rolled a 12. So they're going to take full damage. Alright. So, Zachariel, you watch as the fireball engulfs you, but carves around you in the safe pocket. And when it disappears, the man with the spear who tried to lay it into you falls over, charred, his armor turning to dust.
It's the warmth of my love.
Alright. Illyria. This creature that is just seriously injured your...
I'm very pissed off at it.
So what do you do?
Am I in its
Threatened?
like
Yeah.
range of like step back?
Yeah, he could, yeah. But, why don't you make me an insight check? Okay, never mind. In the heat of battle, you don't notice a thing. What do you do?
Well, because I still have my dagger in my hand, I'm going to attempt to, gut it in the side.
Alright.
But I might try that blood plant dagger.
Okay. You draw it from your belt.
No, I don't know if I have it set up right, but
Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to pierce its hide. But you have another attack.
I'll try it again.
Alright. That's just enough to hit. Alright. So you deal that much piercing and that much fire. So it just kind of, and you see this like small smoldering flame appear for a second. He's dead. It is now the bullet's turn, and he's going to try to get Tadias off. He's not happy about this.
I know, he can try his best.
However, he's going to... I feel like with his leap, he should be able to just kind of jump and then see if you... Yeah, we're going to do that. I'm DMing this. I'm DM deciding this. So he's going to take a big jump. He is going to... Can he do that? No, he can't. So he looks around. He just takes a big leap in the air, and he's going to try to land on Hum and Zachriel. So I need you guys to make dexterity saves, or strength, whichever. Alright. Hum, you do not save. Zachriel, you do. So you're going to take half of this, Zachriel. 34.
Oh, Hum's down.
Hum is down. Zachriel, you take half of that. Tadias, I need you to make a strength save to stay on.
That's a fail.
You fall off.
Oh, I'm bloodied.
Zachriel, it's your turn. You're pushed over here.
Yep. I'm attack this creature.
All right. That's
Now,
a miss.
He could do the jump thing because it's not part of his movement. Is that how it works?
Is that
He
a
can
miss?
Well, you didn't grapple him. You just climbed on top of him.
Well, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to grapple him. I was flavoring, like, getting on top of him.
Oh, fuck. Well, I mean, it's not really... Sorry. Alright, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll.
Alright. It needs to make me I believe, a wisdom save
Okie doke.
for my goading.
His eyes are all on you. Also, you rolled a crit, so 12. So you see blood start to... You've cut deep into him, and you see blood start to emerge from, like, the cracks that you formed in his heavy hide armor that is his skin. His eyes are all on you. Tadias, what do you do?
Alright, I will go grab Hum. Kind of lift her up, bonus action dash, and just back up a little bit.
Okay. You can do that, certainly.
And then action, I'm going to use my healing hands for 6 hit points for her.
Nice. Hum, you wake up.
I gasp and go, oh, fuck.
And I have a bunch more movement, so I'm dragging her all the way over here.
Alright.
And
It is Hum's turn after, by the way.
5, 9, 10, so I have 3 more, so I'll move back after I leave her there.
Okay.
Try to get some space.
Is that where Hum ends up?
Yeah.
Alright, Hum, it's your turn.
Am I able to use my cure wounds on myself?
Absolutely.
So I'm going to cure wounds on myself.
Alright. Nice, nice. I don't know how you got 2 cold damage on your heal, but, yeah.
That's weird.
Let's not count that. Anything else? You can use your bonus action at all?
No.
Alright. Delia.
We're fireballing again.
Alright. Alright, you want
and
to...
carving out Zachariel.
Alright, so, simple enough. Describe how cooked this thing is.
Pretty cooked. I'm really, really upset because I saw Hum go down, and it's like Gandalf in the mines. I slam my staff down and just giant fireball just launches right towards it.
And when it opens its mouth and like steam and smoke as you've like cooked its insides, just sort of like and it just falls over dead.
Good. And I'm gonna go as far as I can over to Hum.
Oh, we're out of initiative now. And
And I'm gonna hug her.
I pick up this dude's spear.
yeah. What do you do with the spear? Or are you just gonna keep it?
I mean, I'm just gonna keep it because I gave away all mine.
Got it.
I'm gonna go check on Valora with Illyria.
There by Valora, just saying, wake up, girl, wake up.
You're kind of like knocking on the encasement of stone that's around her.
Yep.
She just needs to heal 1 HP. But we will resolve that next time. Next week? Are we getting too close to the holiday season to know anymore, or what?
Listen.
Nope, we're good.
All right.
I'm good too.
Then, anybody who's watching this, Joy, thanks for joining us. And
Love you, Joy.
Love you, Joey.
we'll see you all next week.
Joy, you're our favorite viewer.
Best fan ever.